everyone, I am Emily. I am Tom's daughter, the one who edits all the videos, and I just wanted to come on here first to introduce myself, but more importantly to wish my dad a happy Father's Day. So I am actually not at home with him this Sunday, so I wanted to do something a little special to just remind him how much I love him and appreciate all of the stuff that he does for me. So if you guys could do me a favor and just comment on this post a lot, telling my dad happy Father's Day, I think it would really make his day. He loves getting comments from you guys, and I think this surprise would be really nice. I also thought it fit really well with this video because specifically it shows exactly the kind of stuff that my dad does to help me out. My battery died in my car and he FaceTimed me to help me fix my battery. So it's just the little things with him that really mean a lot to me. So if you guys could comment and remind him how special he is, that would be awesome. So thank you. Bye.
Hey, good morning, everybody. Thanks for tuning in to Concrete with the Hosses. Today we have a nice little project going on. I just left the guys. We poured a 4-car garage this morning. It is about, I almost looked at my watch. I haven't worn a watch in years. It's probably about 8:30, 9 o'clock. So I got the 301 with the hammer. I already have the skid loader back there. Come on around back. I'll show you the patio. So here's our work area. They just had a new deck built. So we're going to finish demoing this concrete all the way from the wall out to this fence. This all gets replaced out a little bit, and we're doing a big bump out here for a fire pit area. New sidewalk. So I get the hammer hooked up, get the machine greased, start demo. Okay, so
a bag?
Yeah, like a little fiber bag.
Okay.
The size of your battery. Do you see it?
You want me to pull it out?
Yeah.
This thing?
Yeah, put your battery, you can pull that out and or can you just work the battery into that?
Okay, I'll put it in.
So sometimes it's easier to do it out of the case than put it in. So what's going on here? Emily's changing her car battery and I'm trying to talk her through it. She knows how to change your oil and change a tire. Now she's learning how to change a battery.
This is enough.
Okay, that looks correct.
Working on fixing it.
Okay.
I'm talking to Mom.
Okay. So that all looks pretty good, nice and even. Now see that that right there. Can you flip that around? Yeah, see that rod? Now bring your hand to me, towards the front of the car. Nope, don't put that on yet. Put that back where it was. Yeah, the bracket. Flip that around. And yep, straight across. Now there's a rod right there. Put the fish hook down through that hole. And at the bottom, all the way down, outside of the, yep, straight down. Now look in there and you'll see a little hook, a slot that it hooks into. Okay, now that 10 millimeter, well, you can probably finger tighten that. You are halfway done.
Okay, it's on.
Okay, now the wrench will go straight down. The bolt's a little bit different on that one. It'll go straight down, but don't let the wrench touch the car at all other than that.
Okay.
Just little turns and tighten it up. You able to hold the camera in place too to show everybody? Did I tell you I'm videoing you?
Oh, great.
That's my daughter. Look at that.
Good?
Can you twist it at all?
Yeah, it was pretty tight.
Okay.
good?
Yeah. Okay. Go ahead and take your camera, your phone, into the car and see if it starts up. Might as well bring us all the way home.
What if it explodes?
Yeah. That's a good sign.
There it is. Why are all my lights on?
Probably just resetting maybe, because we had the battery off. Is it running?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that was fun. Breezed right through that. It seemed like she got it. She's pretty handy when it comes to stuff like that, so that worked good. So I'll swing this over and get connected, and we're ready to start. Okay, I've been at this about, I don't know, it seems like hours and hours, but it's probably been 45 minutes to an hour. You see I'm about 8 or 9 inches thick back in this corner, so it's taken me quite some time. I gotta hurry up though, the guys are gonna be here. Over here, punches through 4 inches real nice. So hopefully this goes quicker now that I'm at the wall. I can start pulling it away, but I had to get a nice big hole going. Wow, thick concrete. Good thing there's no reinforcement for me. So, just wanted to talk to you about that real quick. Back to demoing. That's the shape we want to see. A couple chairs, fire pit. Plenty of room though. We want them nice and big, and we'd like them away from the deck. So as you come down the steps, we're going to put an elevated walk here. One of those things, you know. Man door starts our height, 2% fall. Now we have a 12-inch step here. So we're going to come down 6 inches and do a landing 6-inch step down. These are 8 1/4 down to our landing. A couple more barrels of stone, limestone. We got it. Let's do it. Hey, did you take the good barrel? I did. You took my barrel. All right. Okay. So tomorrow we'll have the power buggies. Today, Steven and I are the power buggies. Mainly Steven. My phone will ring here in a second and get me out of this, but it's really not that bad. I mean, how's it getting any easier than that? This thing needs some grease. Here we are, morning of the pour, day number 2. Wire mesh, rebar are all in place. I used Epifoam around the posts. You can see how I wrapped it loosely. Concrete will push that in a little bit, but now that post can twist if it needs to. It can swell, it can shrink, and it won't harm the concrete. This is nicer than expansion joint because it's nice and soft. We'll put expansion joint down the brick, down the wall. Now this pad can move, twist a little, these can move, and hopefully not send a crack anywhere. I'm looking for our chairs. They're around here somewhere. We're bringing the power buggies right over the form, right into place here. So just chair the perimeter, not in the middle. We'll put those in as we go. A little bit more setup. Here come the traction mats. There was brick underneath all this dirt, so that I made a little bit more of a mess getting that out for them. But I left some topsoil here. We'll fluff that back in around there. This was a tough one to keep nice and neat. So we just kept the mess, you know, 8 feet away, and a couple grass cuttings, or 2 or 3 or 4, and hopefully we're okay. We have to do an elevated pad to work the step height, and we have to make that planting bed a little bit smaller. We want at least a 3-foot sidewalk connecting there. So we'll get that going throughout the day here. Mixer's due in about 20 minutes, so we have some breathing room. Keep getting set up. We get over our form, stack of blocks on the outside. We'll use our truck wedge blocks for the inside. Now I can just take a mat. Let's see if I can do this on camera. Right over it. Okay. And we'll put 1-2 mats up there for our turning. Good to go. Okay, mixer is here. First buggies are coming in shortly. I gotta find my boots, empty my pockets, and we are ready to go. We'll get a couple buggies on the ground. I'll put you on time lapse and talk to you when we're done. Okay, pour went good. Really didn't take long once we got going. Steve's doing the last little bit of straight edging. We have 1 wheelbarrow of concrete coming back. Jim, give that form right where we were crossing, give that a little shake up. One more time. Good. Okay. Now we need a wheelbarrow and a half. Yeah, that looks nice. Right there it was dipping down. Okay, he'll be here shortly. Pretty small barrel. I think we're short. He's not cleaning up, is he?
No. I told him to wait to make sure.
Okay. Yep, a little bit. Just a little bit, yeah. Three quarter. Okay, just about there. We just like hitting these right on the money. You know, we're all finished around here. We don't want a big ball of concrete that we have to deal with. So take an extra 2 minutes now. Saves a lot of cleanup. Then again, we may need that 2 minutes. We got a lot of stamping to do. And we are going to be in full sun. Fortunately, it's an overcasty day. It's a nice day. But we just don't have that blue sky, you know. It's sort of cloudy, nice and cool out. We're in good shape. I should have been a forecast, meteorologist. That's what I was struggling for. I could really talk up the weather good. And when I'm wrong, I never have to say, well, I was wrong yesterday. Whew, it stormed. Okay, yep, a little bit. Okay, we just got done pouring. Everything is in full sun, so we're not waiting at all. Concrete's still really soft. Getting our border in. Here's the last little bit of it. Isn't that a great look? Right around.
Thanks, bud.
Now we'll connect Tom's border to that pillar, to the 6x6 post, and then, excuse me, straight to the house. Need a tighter radius there, huh? Those are always fun. Okay, a little bit more. And again, also, we'll run it down this retaining wall, so we have border on all three sides, everywhere except the house. We usually don't do it at the house, just the outside of the patio. Okay, there we go. Rubbed up all nice and even. First truck, second truck didn't have to stop. Look at the nice even color we have. If you have to let it sit and you come back and touch up, now you see a shade line. So we don't have any of that going on. I really like this. Grab a drink of water, sip of your coffee. We're stamping this in about 3 minutes. Okay, getting that coat of liquid release on. Right in front of mat rolling. Let me see that wheel mat. That gives us a slate texture. This is a little bit more aggressive roller than our red ones, and we like using these on the border to highlight it. Let me get that sprayed, Tom.
You're gonna go back over it, right? Yeah, right.
Yeah, we'll do the heavy stone as well. Okay. Again, we'll be stamping in minutes. Time to talk. Coming good. First truck is almost done. Right here is our switch point. I'm trying to get done under these steps here. Okay, depending on how much of that Emily edits out, you saw the whole entire thing. Everything's nice and straight. Our border's all cut in. Before it dries, well, this is what it looks like as it's drying. Just turns that blah look all plain. Look at how out of square this wall is. This wall, this should be frontal wall, looking down that house. So we stopped our pattern shy and just cut into it. We didn't have any little slivers tied up against that. So on our border, you see how we're nice and square. This is exactly 20 feet from the house, so we knew we could start stamping there and stay straight. Let's go over and see how we did down here. It's this kind of stuff that makes a good stamp job to a mediocre stamp job. Nice and straight joints. Now when we saw cut, we can pick one right down it. How you do on this wall, Steve? Okay, right down the wall. Started with about 8 inches, ended with about 8 inches. Okay, good impression everywhere. Okay, we're gonna get that pad and this coming right now. Grab a drink, see you in a minute. Okay, so our mixer showed up, which we are very happy about. Our concrete's still wet. It's not wet, just soft. Yeah, in line will fit. So let's show them the float down pressure method. As Matt pushes down, nice easy tap that forces the air out. So I want this to bow a little bit. skins are protecting that concrete, that fresh concrete. And we are good. All right, we'll get this cleaned up. Talk to you soon. It's all poured. That's the arc of the underside concrete, so we wanted to match the step to that. I think we did a pretty good job. We'll know in a minute here once we peel that off. Little connector walk, all poured. We poured this really tight, so this isn't going to be very long. 1, 2, 3 cuts, heavy stone stamp. We really busted up this corner getting it in and out of here, so we just saw cut it off and replaced this corner. We're talking next year we'll go ahead and redo the whole driveway. Okay, this is about 10 hours after we poured it. Today didn't get real hot. It was about 65 degrees Fahrenheit. A little bit cloudy, not full sun. So the concrete didn't get real hot. So that's what we like. But I just got in the habit of coming over and watering these down. And we've had good luck with it. So I'm going to keep doing that. So what I'm looking at here is just making sure everything drains, everything's nice and clean. Squirting the steps off from our muddy feet. No, not muddy, just dirty. But as you can see, everything's draining good. Just keeping a nice even moisture on the whole slab. I've been wetting it down for about a half an hour. At first it dries real fast, and now it's holding water. So that's the point I want to get it. And now it'll stay damp, through the night, a good bit of the night, and dry real slow, and get nice and strong. The slower concrete dries, the stronger it gets. The tiny concrete molecules grow with moisture. And if they grow and intertwine, that's where you get your strength. If they dry out and not stop growing and they don't touch, then you have weak concrete. So there's a little bit of chemistry for you about cement. And that's cement, not concrete. Sometimes I get beat up a little bit for saying cement truck. It's just habit. Cement's the paste in the concrete. Okay, about 5 more minutes and I'm going to head home and eat some dinner. See you tomorrow. Okay, here we are the next day. Tommy and Matt came over and colored this morning with storm gray. You can see how they made the border darker. They like nice even color. I'm using the Poly Seal EZ. This is a non-bubbling sealer. We've been using it all season now and getting really good results with it. Okay, there it is, all 100% done. Now what I always tell the customers, and I say it on video occasionally, I can't remember if I said it recently, this concrete is getting lighter as it's drying. You can see out here in the sun where it's lighter gray. Now we just poured this yesterday, and back underneath there is a little bit darker gray. That is all going to even out And you'll see the undertones being light gray and the storm gray for the antiquing color. Let's head up top. I'll give you a look from up there. From up on the deck, looking down. Fire pit area, right in the bump out. Okay. I think that elevated landing there turned out real nice. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this project. Thanks for tuning in to Conquer with the Hosses. See you on the next one.